Hello, fabulous fifth graders. Welcome to day 8 of your personal narrative. We are going to get started with today's lesson. Second slide is where you'll click and get your copy of what we're working on today. You'll click make a copy and your copy will populate. If for some reason you happen to close this tab, you do not need to make another copy. This is located in your Google Drive. To get to your Google Drive, you log in, go into your Rapid Identity. If you need to go there, you could use your bookmarks on your computer. Should be up at the top. You go into Rapid Identity and then select your Google Drive. And then this should be in here. All of them that we have done should be in there so you can access it later when we start detail writing our personal narrative. You can go into your Google Drive and pull out these pages so that you're able to copy them. So let's get started. Today we're going to talk about dialogue. All of you have read a book. You know that when an author includes dialogue, so a dialogue is somebody talking specifically in your story, it makes your book a little more interesting, or whatever you're reading a little more interesting. So we're going to work on putting some dialogue into our personal narratives. We're going to get it ready to insert in there. So I want you to think about whatever personal narrative you've kind of been writing about, whatever event you've been writing. And if you remember, I was talking about getting my dog Clementine. So you're going to click here on your page where it says add text here. I'm going to delete that. And then I'm going to think about something that was said during that event. Also, think about this. We don't always remember exact things that were said, especially if we're remembering something that happened, quite a while ago to us. So as long as it's generally probably what was said, if you remember exact quote, perfect. But if you know that maybe your mom said, "Come on, let's go," then you could say in here, "Come on, let's go." Said my mom, or yelled my mom, or called my mom. So I'm thinking about when we got Clementine, and one sentence that we said is we better get going, because we were going somewhere to get her. So this is what was said. Here is how I'm going to put it in my story. So I wrote what I had here, but I'm going to go back to the beginning and I'm going to put a quotation mark. Okay? If I'm going back and forth in dialogue, you don't always need to say said or commented or called or yelled a certain someone. If there's two people in your story and their dialogue is going back and forth, then I would know. So if I was talking to you back and forth in our story, the reader would be able to tell like which one was me and which one was you, because we set that up by the first few saying said Miss Johnson, or said Miss Goy, or said Mr. Keesley, any of those type of things. So with that said, you don't always have to have something here. You could put a period and end it with an exclamation, or I mean with quotation, or you could put an exclamation mark and end it that way. Maybe they yelled it. A lot of times though, we're going to put a comma. We're going to put quotation marks because that ends what the person is saying. When we put opening quotation marks at the beginning and a set of quotation marks after what they said, that shows us that that's all that they said. Now I'm going to say said Jeremiah, and remember, I think I've mentioned him before, Jeremiah is my husband. So I'm going to put that there. Okay, maybe the next thing that I want to add, and this does not have to be in any particular order, it's things that you're remembering about the event. When we went to get Clementine, I said, oh my goodness, She is so cute. And I'm going to put an exclamation point there. And I need to go and put my quotation marks at the beginning and at the end. Okay? Oops, I spelled goodness wrong. Oh, I switched my letters around. Here we go. Okay? So you are going to keep doing this. And maybe you don't want to use said. Maybe, um, here's one. Clementine is here. And I'm going to put a quotation mark. I'm going to say squealed. That is a great word. Squealy. Because squealed shows that somebody really is excited about it. Okay, so you don't always have to use said. You can use a lot of different words. And just try to think. These will not necessarily be the only quotes that you or only dialogue that you use in your story, but this is going to get you started by thinking of some different things. And notice how I just put one in each box here. Okay, remember, that when you are done, you are going to submit the photo of your completed work here. You can also share it with Miss Goy and myself. Have a fun time writing some quotes, and if you need any help, remember to check in with us. And keep calm and write your personal narratives. Bye.